Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. Jeremy Crosby here. Andrew, he's working hard, making the show look pretty and everything else in between. And we are ready to stay dry on this midweek already. And boy, has it rained a lot. I'm still waiting for some totals in on rainfall, but it just has been a froggy day at best. And I live in Frogtown, USA, and they're all happy out there, let me tell you. I'm not, but that's besides the point. We got a busy show for you coming up today. We'll get you to the latest in the headlines. Also, we'll be checking with Bill Balke, Fitchburg road construction update, or lack thereof, with the rain and stuff. A few delays on a couple of projects. He'll give us the full details on that. And then we're going to check into last night's Common Council. There were two proclamations read last night, one for Bike Month and one for Hispanic Heritage Month. We'll break down both of those coming up and get you a little piece of those as in case you didn't stay up and watch those last night. Want to make sure to share those with you here on the show today. But first, we do turn to our headlines, and we start with the McKee and Spoke intersection closure was pushed back another day. This will be starting tomorrow. Weather pending, of course, but this intersection will close so they can redo the intersection. So it'll be closed on tomorrow, September 10th, from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. The intersection will be reopened to gravel until it is paved later in September or early October. We want to thank you for your continued patience throughout this construction and the recent changes due to the weather. Want to make sure keeping you up to date on that closure. So if it doesn't happen, we'll let you know on our show in the morning on our update. All right, fall reading at the Fitchburg Public Library. They have their summer reading program and their winter reading program. They decided to throw in a fall one. Yeah, if you haven't gotten in on this, well, it just got started. September 1st through November 30th, summer reading program is over. The winter reading program seems far away. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to have a fall reading program? It's here. Yeah, pre-register now. Well, now it's not pre-register. You can just register together at home through the Beanstack software. Participants participate in one or more reading challenges to earn badges and prizes while discovering great books. A lot of information online at the Fitchburg Public Library's website, fitchburgwi.gov, and you can click on the library's link. All right, we want you to enjoy everything Wisconsin. Wisconsin Public Health says, and this image says it all. Yeah, well, it says here, we want you to enjoy it as you head out and hit the trails before you head out. Make sure you check out the tips to protect yourself. Yeah, if you're taking advantage of all of this stuff, especially coming up in the fall. I mean, this is the time of year. This is Andrew's favorite time of year, isn't it? Yeah, mine too. This one's a hard one for me because I like spring, but I love fall, so it's a tough one. I love all four seasons, I suppose. The summer activity can be safe. Just make sure to avoid crowded paths and parks and try to explore outdoors locally. Wash your hands. Wear a cloth face covering when possible. Maintain 6-foot distance around yourself. And there's plenty of information on the Department of Health's website, dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19 for more information. But get on outside. I mean, that mentally can, really help. You need a break from everything. So get outside and take advantage as fall starts to roll in here. All right, Wisconsin State Patrol, September Law of the Month is set, and it corresponds with National Rail Safety Week. That is set for September 21st through the 27th. What the Wisconsin State Patrol's Law of the Month focuses on the safety at the rail crossings and rail yards. Wisconsin has more than, Andrew, 3,300 miles of active train tracks and more than 4,000 public railroad crossings. Feels like it's more than 4,000, though, don't you think, for the crossings? Yeah, public railroad crossings. I have two of them right in my little town here, so I know. It's well, even three within with a mile of each other. So last year, there were 48 train-related crashes in Wisconsin that resulted in 9 injuries and 4 fatalities. In addition, 4 people were killed and 2 injured while trespassing on rail property. Some safety tips here? Well, it's easy. Cross train tracks only at designated pedestrian or roadway crossings. Obey all warning signs and signals. Never drive or walk around a lowered crossing gate. And Andrew, correct me if I'm wrong here. When you try to go over the gates and the train's getting closer, is there something with a magnetic thing that kills the car on the tracks? Have you ever heard of that? Come on. He says he's not sure. He's supposed to know everything. Man. Remember, the freight trains don't have fixed schedules and can be seen any time of the day. Getting stuck in traffic within a rail crossing is dangerous. Before you cross, make sure you have enough room to clear the tracks. Trains overhang tracks by at least 3 feet on both sides. Train tracks and rail yards are private property. Trespassing is illegal and dangerous. For more information to learn about the law of the month, you can go to wisconsindot.gov and learn about everything railroad, and we'll try to check back in later this month on the railroad safety here, keep you safe. Speaking of safety, BBB tip here, what should you know about robocall blocking apps? Andrew, you got any of these? He says no. Well, I don't either. What should you know about if you're going to do this? In recent years, the amount of robocall consumers receive each month has skyrocketed. Don't we know it? Because of this, many people are turning to the robo-blocking apps to cut down the amount of unwanted calls they receive. Here's what you should know about these apps before you download one. Are robocalls legal? Well, according to the Federal Trade Commission regulation in the United States, only a few kinds of robocalls are legal. They include informational messages, messages from healthcare providers, debt collection calls, political messages, and messages from charities. So there you go. Needless to say, the great majority of robocall consumer services are in fact illegal. So what are the robo-blocking apps? Well, they're apps that are available from most major cell phone provider companies in the United States and in Canada, as well as from third-party app developers. Call blocking apps are essentially filters. App companies use call data and use reports to identify and predict calls that are illegal or come from scammers. Using this information, most apps give you the option to block flag callers and anonymous calls from unknown callers. That was in parentheses. Pre-screen your calls before the phone rings and receive warnings about the numbers that they are using from fake caller ID. So some apps have other functions too, such as letting you create a blacklist of callers who should be blocked, or a whitelist of callers who should be allowed to call into you. Some robocall blocking apps are free, while others are paid services. So yeah, you kind of want to look out for that. So our robocall blocking app is effective. Well, robocall blocking apps are generally effective at blocking most robocalls, but they don't eliminate robocalls completely. This is thanks in part to the Voice over Internet Protocol. That's VoIP. Don't like it. Technology that lets people place voice calls over broadband internet connection. It's made the ability to spoof caller IDs and carry out mass callings cheaper and easier than ever before. This means that scammers can quickly carry out mass calls from new. So I think, if you're looking at doing any of this, certainly check into the company and make sure that it is a legit company. And there's the information on the screen if you want to learn more from the BBB and robocalls. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we open up the digest. We're talking with Bill Balke with your Fitchburg Road Construction Update. Next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.
Gaining weight was easy. All I had to do was sit down and eat. Losing weight's a lot harder. I have to work at it every day. But with every step, I lower my risk for type 2 diabetes and heart disease. And that makes every step, every choice, every day very much worth the effort.
Learn how you can help stop diabetes by losing weight, eating healthy, and staying active. Visit checkupamerica.org or call 1-800-DIABETES.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now, know that you matter.
Behind every 2020 census taker's mask is a friendly neighbor. They're teachers, retirees, Vets. People committed to doing right by getting the count right. If you haven't responded yet, they'll be stopping by to ask some simple questions that will inform how billions in federal funds are spent on local services every year for the next decade. So when they come knocking, say hi from a safe distance and do your part to support your community. Time is running out. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining me today from his office way up high in the city of Fitchburg, it's Bill Bulkey. I'm just jealous because you're on the next floor. You know, I'm on the first floor or second floor. You're up on the top floor. Got a great view, but you're probably never even in your office. Basically, you're working all the time. I don't even know how you get there.
Yeah, I don't have a great view when you sit at the computer and you're looking at a wall most of the day. Sometimes I don't even know what's outside my window, so it's.
That's okay. It's just me with a sign out there. You rock, Bill. The next time you look outside, I hope you think of that. That's great. Bill, this week with a lot of rain kicking off after a holiday weekend here. I'm sure some of our projects got a little bit behind, and trying to keep up with that has been a little bit painful this week. But let's start with Fish Hatchery Road construction. Have we been able to get anything done this week, and where are we at?
Yeah, they're actually still out there working on the walls, so they were able to get some of that work done this week, even in the rain. And yeah, the paving part of things, the concrete curb and gutter, that's been delayed a few days, but they still are planning on getting things paved over at Post Road this week, so that they can open that up fully. And then there's going to be a switch over at Greenway Cross next week for the traffic up there. Message boards are going out to alert everybody of the change. So just be alert that we're going to be changing some traffic around at Greenway Cross beginning on Monday.
And that's to finish up the rest of that intersection. Is that right?
Yep, they're going to be laying some deeper storm sewer, bigger storm sewer to take care of some of the flooding issues that are up there, as well as constructing that new roundabout at the entrance of Park Bank and Bryant Road. So back by Zimbrick there's going to be a mini roundabout so that people that used to do the illegal U-turns and cutting through parking lots can now use that roundabout to turn around and get going the right way.
Yeah, and you said it's a mini roundabout, so it's just a one-lane scenario there?
Yeah, it's a smaller roundabout, but it's also one that has the middle part that's paved. So it'll be concrete in the middle there, raised up. You don't want to drive over it at full speed. You'll launch yourself, but they do allow for truck traffic to get in and out of that area. That's the primary reason that it's being installed there.
Gotcha. Good information there. Anything else to report up there, or we'll move over to McKee?
Yeah, let's go on over there.
Well, so far we are trying to close McKee and Spoke intersection, and if fingers are crossed tomorrow for you, Bill. I mean, it seems like the rain might hold off, so you can get this piece of this project done. But who knows?
Yeah, that's every day is a new challenge with the rain. But we're looking to try to get in there on Thursday to close it down, get it paved or opened up to gravel. It'll be that way for a couple of weeks, I estimate, until we can get in there and get the paving done. We just can't construct it currently with the truck traffic going in and out of there and safely do that. So a one-day closure is better than getting somebody killed, and so that's what we're looking at for that closure at least.
Yeah, and then it looks like the bridge piece, were they able to get that deck poured last week, or is that still on the docket?
That's still on the docket. It was supposed to get poured this week, but due to the rain, they've had to delay it a couple of days. I think the schedule that I had was maybe Thursday or Friday this week to get that poured, and then they got to do all the connections and everything for the ramps and all of that.
That pesky rain just kind of puts a halt in all of that operations. Anything else to report in that area as far as construction goes?
Yeah, next week, starting on the 14th, we're going to be closing Commerce Park Drive between McKee Road and Cottonwood. We're going to be excavating out all of the base course in that area, making it thicker roads so that it can stand up to all the trucks that it's seeing going up and down the road there. So that'll be done. It'll be fully paved and open to traffic, hopefully Thursday night. Rain, weather might be Friday.
Well, I'm looking at the extended forecast here, Bill, and I'm seeing a lot of sunshine next week. So, my fingers are crossed that everything dries out a little bit and we're able to get through some of these projects. So, fingers crossed.
All
right. Moving over then to the Lacey Road and piece. Passed through there yesterday. They have gotten all the stoplights up and some of the lighting there. So when will that go online?
They still have to do some work over on Lacey Road, so it'll probably be later next week if we can get the electrical out there. So without the power, we're kind of stuck, and we're trying to coordinate that and get that done hopefully this week so that we can turn them on next week.
Yeah, it definitely looks dark on the lights, but I think good for people to know that they're going to be there. So people who are passing through there at least are getting an idea of what that intersection will be here coming up. And certainly when that comes on, you've said that they'll probably keep it on yellow to start things off and then step it up to its full potential. All right, Bill, any other updates for construction projects?
Yeah, we're going to be looking to close down Irish Lane as well between the railroad tracks and where are we going to the east? Quite a ways. We're repaving that section of road, and so that'll be closing down starting the 21st. We got a couple of days that we're going to have to fully close it under the bridge to do some work there. And we're going to be sending out notices next week or later this week for all the residents, and then you'll see some signs up there indicating the actual closure dates.
Okay. Yeah, well, you send me that info, Bill, and we'll get that out there certainly in between our next interview here for next Wednesday. Bill, thank you so much for taking the time. Stay dry, and we'll look forward to talking to you next week.
All right. Look forward.
All right, that's Bill Balke, Public Works Director here. Busy guy. I like to just, poke just a little bit at him each time, get him to smile a little bit. He needs this, needs some smiling, get some energy as he's putting in a lot of hours right now. So we appreciate his time and all the staff there in Public Works. Take a quick break, more to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
¡Sam Elmo!
Hola, Julia. ¿Estás lista para tocar con nosotros? Yo tocaré mi clarinete.
Y Elmo tocará su tambor. Tambor ruidoso.
Bueno, ya sabes qué hacer, Julia.
Julia sabe.
Dado el autismo de Julia, los sonidos pueden ser muy fuertes.
Y hace música a su manera. ¡A tocar!
La detección temprana del autismo puede hacer una diferencia de por vida. Conoce más sobre la detección temprana en detecciondeautismo.org.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that? Whoa, we scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. What? I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that? I'm playing with these new face filters. Okay, you know what? Yep, that's mine. I'm gonna need that back. No. Kevin!
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. We're in the guest segment, and today we're going to take a look back at last night's Common Council meeting, 2 proclamations read by the mayor of Fitchburg. And the first one was recognizing Cycle September. The representative from Bike Fitchburg, along with the proclamation, here's a piece of that proclamation.
Whereas the bicycle is an economical, healthy, convenient, and environmentally sound form of transportation, an excellent tool for recreation and enjoyment of Fitchburg's scenic beauty. And whereas Fitchburg was recognized by the League of American Bicyclists as a bronze bicycle community in 2012 and a silver bicycle-friendly community in 2015 and 2019. And whereas the current COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted our economy and the lives of residents, increasing mental stress and eliminating many opportunities for needed exercise, including National Bike to Work Day and Bike to Work Week last May. And whereas the prevalence of the SARS-CoV-2 virus has caused an increased interest in bicycling for transportation and recreation. And whereas throughout Fitchburg and Greater Madison, there are many employers who value the health and productivity of their employees and regularly provide encouragement for healthy recreation. And whereas the League of American Bicyclists has rescheduled National Bike to Work Week to September 21 to 27, 2020, and Bike to Work Day to Tuesday, September 22nd for 2020 due to the pandemic. And whereas the City of Madison, the Madison Area Transportation Planning Board, Madison Bikes, Bike Fitchburg, Sun Prairie Moves, and Wisconsin Bike Fed have partnered to sponsor and promote Cycle September, a bike anywhere, anytime competition for workplaces of all sizes to encourage safe, healthy outdoor recreation. Now, therefore, I, Aaron Richardson, Mayor of Fitchburg, Wisconsin, do hereby proclaim September 2020 as Cycle September in the city of Fitchburg, and I urge all Fitchburg employees to organize workplace teams and ride as often and as far as they can for health, fun, and prizes throughout Cycle September. Proclaim this 8th day of September 2020. And we have former Mayor Steve Arnold here, also a member of Wisconsin Bike Fed, to say a few things.
I'm told I can take off my mask if I stay 6 feet from you for this. Thank you, Mayor Richardson, for this recognition. This evening I'm representing Wisconsin Bike Fed and Bike Fitchburg, our state and local advocacy organizations. Around 2000, Fitchburg developed a bike and ped plan. Updates were adopted by the council in 2008 and 2017. Recognizing the work done by city government and many local partners, Fitchburg received a Bronze Bicycle-Friendly Community Award in 2012 from the League of American Bicyclists and Silver in 2015 and 2019. In 2019, Bike Fitchburg, the Chamber, and the city government formalized their partnership by resolutions of their boards, including your predecessors on the council, and became a Wisconsin Active Together community. This Cycle September proclamation is a continuation of that partnership, encouraging residents to step up their riding for all the health, environmental, and economic benefits, but foremost for fun. Bike Fitchburg and the Bike Fed will continue to work with the city and the Chamber on encouragement, engineering, education, evaluation planning, and equity to make bicycling easier, safer, and more fun in Fitchburg. With you, we hope to score a Gold Bicycle-Friendly Community Award in the next year or two. Thank you again.
Thank you. I do know that I'd love it if we could become a gold community. That'd be something that I'd really like, and I know we're working on some things to hopefully get that. So.
All right, there you have it. The full proclamation, and including the next one, we'll have them both posted up online. But as we transition to the next one is a familiar one as well, and it's Hispanic Heritage Month that runs September 15th through October 15th. Here again is that proclamation.
Whereas each year the United States recognizes National Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th through October 15th to celebrate the history, traditions, and the economic, cultural, and social contributions that Hispanic citizens have brought to our nation. And whereas the story of Hispanics and Latinos is a story of America, and that they have contributed in various fields, from the arts, sciences, sports, and culture, to the economy, have encompassed the American dream, and have brought the energy and drive of recent immigrants to this country. Whereas Latinos serve in government at every level, from school boards to the state house, from city councils and mayoral offices to Congress. And whereas this month represents the anniversary of independence for Chile, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Mexico, and Nicaragua. And whereas Hispanic Heritage Month is one of enormous pride for over 58 million Hispanics Latinos living in the United States, comprising 18.1% of the population. Whereas the U.S. Census Bureau estimates that by 2060, Latino people will comprise over 28% of the total U.S. population, with 119 million residing in the United States. And whereas we encourage all residents of Fitchburg to recognize and applaud the many contributions made by our Hispanic Latino community to enhance the quality of life in our city. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Mayor and Common Council recognize the month of September 15th through October 15th, 2020 as Hispanic Heritage Month in the city of Fitchburg. Be it further resolved that the Mayor and Common Council congratulate our Hispanic Latino community on this significant month and thank them for their contributions to the vibrancy of the city of Fitchburg and Greater Madison.
All right, there you have it. As I mentioned, both of these proclamations will be posted up on our Facebook and YouTube page. You can go back and watch them in full. And of course, you can go back and watch all of our city meetings at the website, fitchburgwi.gov. All right, we'll take a quick break, wrap up the show next. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
You're the engine that makes all things go, and you're always in disguise, my hero. I see your light in the dark, smile in my face when we all know it's hard. You're doing a good job, a good job. You're doing a good job, don't get too down. The world needs you now, know that you matter, matter.
I expected it to be a lot easier.
I thought it was going to be a piece of cake. I didn't know what step to take next.
I was transitioning from the military. I was a vehicle gunner.
An avionics specialist.
I was an MP, military police.
My friends thought I could do anything.
I missed my unit, my family.
Playing with my daughter, I felt like a stranger.
I was overwhelmed.
I couldn't sleep.
I just wanted to be by myself. I didn't have a clear sense of what to do next.
I was too proud. And then I thought, if I'm going through this, other veterans have gone through it too,
right? I started to open up.
And it made a huge difference.
So I reached out, and I saw that I wasn't alone.
Because before I was able to take on my next mission, I had to take on just taking care of myself.
To find purpose.
We are not alone. Other veterans have transitioned from the military and overcome mental health challenges. Visit maketheconnection.net.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for today. I want to thank Bill Balke for stopping by and helping us out with the Fitchburg Road Construction Update. We'll continue to pass along that information when he's not here every day here on Talking Fitchburg. All right, as we wrap up the show for today, remember that you can stay connected with Fact TV. It's easy, fun, fast, free, everything in between. Facebook, YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and at the website, fitchburgwi.gov. Have a great day, everybody. Let's pray for a dry out tomorrow. Have a good day.